Hello everybody and welcome back to Thomas's Sports Corner. I'm going to give you my full breakdown on this NBA draft with my predictions of who is going to be picked in this first round. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. With the number 1 overall pick, I have the Washington Wizards selecting A.J. Dembinsta. In my mind, he's by far the best player and best suited for this league. He's an elite 6'9" wing with a superstar scoring upside. He can create his own shots, attack the rim, and defend multiple positions. Franchise cornerstone potential. This is exactly what the Wizards need. They have Trae Young at point guard, Anthony Davis at power forward or center, and then A.J. Dembinsta at small forward, manning the floor with them. This will be a big thing for them. I don't think that they're playoff contenders this year, but in a couple years, they could be playoff contenders, but it has to be in the window before Anthony Davis retires because he is getting a little bit old. With the number 2 pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz, I have picking Darren Peterson. Darren Peterson, although he is not better than A.J. Dembinsta, some people do think that he is better. He is a big combo guard with excellent scoring instincts and playmaking abilities, strong enough to play through contact and capable of becoming a primary offensive engine. Again, this is exactly what the Jazz need. They have been trading away players. They just need somebody to stick with this team so that they can win. Again, I don't think that there's a playoff run anywhere near now for the Jazz. Maybe in like 5-6 years. Right now, I just don't think it's going to happen. With the number 3 pick, I have the Grizzlies picking Cameron Boozer. Although he did fall short to UConn, he is one of the best players in this draft. He's a highly skilled forward who impacts every single aspect of the game. Great passer, rebounder, and scorer with one of the safest floors in the class. So, the Grizzlies, if they do end up trading Ja Morant, this guy will be the replacement for him. They traded Jaren Jackson. This is Jaren Jackson's replacement. With the number 4 pick, the Chicago Bulls are going to pick Caleb Wilson, an athletic two-way forward with elite defensive versatility, long, explosive, and improving rapidly scorer. Although he could not play March Madness because he was injured, he is still one of the best players in this class. Again, I forgot to say this. I'm not going to predict any trades. If the draft happened like it was arranged, then yes, I will. Then this is just what I'm doing. If it was arranged like this and there was no trades, that's what's going to happen. So for the 5th pick, I have the Clippers picking Keaton Walker. He's a stretch forward who can shoot from deep, defend multiple positions, and fit into almost any NBA lineup. This is what the Clippers need for their offense. They need somebody who can defend, also is a good offensive scorer. With the number 6 pick, I have the Nets picking Kingston Flemings. He is a quick, crafty point guard who excels in pick-and-roll situations. Excellent passer with growing scoring ability. Again, Kingston Flemings is exactly what this team needs. They did just trade for Julius Randle, as well as they also have Porter. But with Porter, Kingston Flemings, and Julius Randle, this team could make a big step from last season. With the number 7 pick, I have the Kings picking Darius Acuff Jr. I personally think that he's one of the best players in this class. He's probably one of the best second-tier players in this. He probably is the best second-tier player. He is a dynamic scoring guard who can create shots from anywhere on the floor, natural bucket getter. He is, again, one of the best players in this class. He is so physical, it isn't even funny. Next, I have the Hawks picking Michael Brown Jr. He's a smart floor general with a deep shooting range and a high-level decision-making. This is what the Hawks need. They should have helped out the Celtics get Giannis in that 3-team trade so they would have Michael Brown and Jaylen Brown. But, it was their choice at the end of the day. It's now the Heat's turn to try to help Giannis get to his full potential. Next, the Mavericks, I have them picking Axel Lenenborg. They just picked up Dusty May as their head coach, so I think that Dusty May will make this without a doubt in his mind. He won the national championship with the Axel. It would just be a shocker if he didn't pick him. He's an older prospect, but one of the most NBA-ready players available. He's a versatile forward who rebounds, passes, scores, and defends at a high level. Again, one of the best players in this class, very underrated, being picked at 9. But without further ado, the 10th overall pick, I have the Bucks picking Nate Ament. He's a 6'9" wing with incredible shot-making potential. One of the highest ceilings in the draft thanks to his size and scoring package. I think they're going to pick him because he can be the Giannis replacement. He kind of gives me a thought of young Giannis, but that's what I have for 10. With the number 11 pick, I have the Warriors picking Braden Burries. He's a tough physical guard who can score, defend, and play on or off the ball. Feels like a classic Warrior-style fit. Again, when Stephen Curry ends up retiring, that will be a sad day. But then he can play alongside Jimmy Butler when that happens. He will replace Stephen Curry. That's probably their thought here. He's going to replace Stephen Curry when he does end up retiring. The number 12 pick, I have the Thunder picking Braylon Mullins. He's one of the best shooters in the class, excellent movement shooter who thrives without the ball. I think this might be one of the most underrated picks in this draft class. I think if Jalen Williams does not end up working and they end up trading him, this guy can be his replacement. Next, I have the Heat picking Kareem Lopez. He is an international wing with size, skill, and an intriguing two-way upside. Again, the Heat have not really any depth now because they did trade 4 players to get Giannis. So this Kareem Lopez guy can easily fix that depth just a bit. I think maybe he can start in a year or 2. I don't think he's going to start right off the gate, though. Next, I have the Hornets picking Thomas Hogg. He is a high motor forward who rebounds, defends, and does all the little things coaches love. Again, the Hornets, I think they are playoff contenders this year. Colin Knuppel really made them in that playoff race this year. It did fall short, but it is all good. With this guy, LaMelo Ball, Miller, Colin Knuppel, they have a chance now to claim that playoff spot that they rightfully deserve. Next, I have the Bulls picking LeBron Fillon. He's an aggressive lead guard who attacks the paint and puts pressure on the defenses. Next, I have the Grizzlies picking Chris Sennett Jr. I think that this is one of the most underrated players in this draft. He's a mobile center with rim protection, rebounding, and developing offensive skills. Again, if they do end up picking Cam Boozer, this guy will play very well alongside him. Again, they did trade Jaren Jackson this year. This guy can be the new center for them. He is, again, one of the most underrated players in this draft. Next, I have the Thunder picking Jaden Quinotz. He's a defensive monster, elite shot blocker, and as one of the most impactful defenders in the class. I am seeing the Thunder go a little bit more on defense. We saw they had trouble with defense in the series against the Spurs. They ended up losing in 7 games. They're trying to go all out to help out that defense, and maybe they can go back to the finals. Next, I have the Hornets picking Dalen Swain. He is a powerful wing who excels in transition and can guard multiple positions. This is another player who I think is a very underrated pick. Next, I pick 19. I have the Raptors picking Patrick Nogba II. He is a strong center with developing offensive game and excellent physical tools. Again, I'm sorry if I pronounce some of the names wrong. Some of them, it's just kind of hard to pronounce. For number 20, I have the Spurs picking Morez Johnson Jr. He's an energetic big man who rebounds everything and plays with nonstop intensity. This guy can be a good guy to come off the bench for Wemby instead of somebody like Luke Cornett or Onlix. I think that is a very good pick for the Spurs. Next, I have the Pistons picking Bennett Sturts. Underrated guard with a complete offensive game and a strong basketball IQ. I think this guy probably will help the Pistons. They can put him at shooting guard to back up Duncan Robinson. I think in the future, this guy could actually start over him if he's everything that he can grow up to. At pick 22, I have the Sixers picking Haynes Steinbach. He's a skilled European big who can stretch the floor and make plays from the post. I think that would be a very good pick. I think that Embiid definitely will start over him. There's no question about that. But when Embiid is getting a little bit older as the years go on, so when he does retire, this guy could replace him. At pick 23, I have the Hawks picking Ade Mara, a massive center with a unique size, passing touch, and shot blocking ability. This is what the Hawks need. They really do not have they have a nice depth lineup. Center is really what they need, though. At number 24, I have the New York Knicks picking Isaiah Evans. He's a pure scorer with deep range and a microwave offense potential. I think that this is what they need. They need somebody to play shooting guard to back up Mikal Bridges. I think this is an amazing pick. At 25, I have the Lakers picking Henry Vassar, a stretch big who can protect the rim, knock down perimeter shots. I mean, they need somebody that can really step it up further than Jackson Hayes. For the next pick, I have the Nuggets picking Cameron Carr. I think this guy can be a really good backup for Chris Braun. He's an athletic wing with a shot creation upside and strong defensive tools. This is going to be a really good pick for the Nuggets, in my opinion. Next, this is, I think, going to be the biggest steal of the draft. My Boston Celtics are going to pick Koa Pete. If they do end up trading Vucevic, they need somebody to back up Kata, so Koa Pete will be the best player for that. He's a physical forward with a polished all-around game. Could end up being one of the best steals of the draft. I think he will. Next, I have the Timberwolves picking Dame Sarr. I also think that this will be a very big steal of the draft. In these last picks, he's a smooth international ring with a scoring touch and a defensive upside. I think that this could be another steal of the draft. Next, I have the Cavs picking Mochas Krivas. He's a huge center with soft hands, good touch, and interior presence. Next, I have the Mavericks picking Billy Richmond. I think that Richmond is going to be a very, very good pick for the Mavericks, especially with the last pick in the first round. He's an athletic wing who plays hard, defends, brings plenty of upside as a development prospect. Of course, nobody can replace Luka, but this is going to be the closest anybody can get in this draft. Next, here are my top 5 players. Number 1, Debansta. Number 2, Peterson. Number 3, Boozer. Number 4, Caleb Wilson. Number 5, I have Yaxel Lenenborg. I think I changed in my last video. I know I said my number 5 was Acuff, but I changed my mind. I think that Yaxel will be a better player. I'm Thomas Hayden. This is Thomas's Sports Corner. Goodbye.